Hello students, today we are going to discuss one very interesting question which is based on VSEPR theory. So the question is, compound DCl3 is trigonal pyramidal whereas compound ECl3 is trigonal planar. So from here what we can say that DCl3 will have, that is the central atom D will have one lone pair. I hope you already know the concept of VSEPR theory. Otherwise we will not be able to solve this question because VSEPR theory is a prerequisite for this question. Also they have given us that ECl3 is trigonal planar. Trigonal planar means there will be the central atom will not have any lone pair. And what is given next? This two combine to give AeCl6. So basically this two DCl3 and ECl3 will give us it has to be DeCl6. DeCl6. Crystallographic studies analysis reveals that DeCl6 is an ionic compound. If the shape of the anion is tetrahedral, then the shape of the cation is. So since DeCl6 is an ionic compound, so obviously it will have the cation and the anion part. And also one thing is given in the question that the shape of the anion is tetrahedral. So let us write down the things that is given in the question. So we have DCl3, which is trigonal pyramidal, and it has combined with ECl3 to give DeCl6. DeCl6. So out of DeCl6 there will be cation part and the anion part. So anion is what? Tetrahedral geometry. And the cation, we have to find the shape of the cation. Okay. Now if you see here, to form a tetrahedral geometry, it should have 4 bonds. Right? The central atom should have 4 bonds, and the central atom should not have any lone pair. So see, there is 2 possibility. Either one chlorine will get transferred to here, ECl3, to form ECl4, then we can get tetrahedral geometry, or from ECl3 one chlorine will get transferred here to form DCl4. So let's check the first possibility. So if one chlorine, basically here, if chlorine get transferred here, so it will, the Cl minus will get transferred. So Cl minus when you get transferred here, so it will become tetrahedral, and obviously it will become tetrahedral. Why? Because in the previously also in the question it is mentioned that E is a trigonal planar, so it will not have any lone pair. And I hope you know that tetrahedral, in tetrahedral the central atom does not have any lone pair. So it will become our ECl4, and it will be negative. So that is correct, that shape of the anion is tetrahedral. Now what is left? It is DCl2 is left, and it has to be positive, and it will have a positive charge. And also, what will be the shape? Now see, D means will have lone pair, because that is what is given, right? DCl3 is a trigonal pyramidal, so it will have a lone pair. So DCl2, so you just tell me what, according to VSEPR theory, so what has to be the shape of this AB2 of the type, compound of the type AB2 with one lone pair on the central atom. So it has to be definitely band shape, right? So our cation is, the shape of the cation is bent. Before the one thing also, will let us say what would have happened if E from chlorine would have got transferred from ECl3 to DCl3. So there we will get DCl4, but DCl4 will not be a tetrahedral. Why? Because it already have a lone pair. So I hope you know that whenever there is a lone pair, we will not call it as a tetrahedral geometry. So that this cannot be the possibility with respect to this question. So that's why our final answer is band, that is the shape of the cation is band shape. I hope you understood this question. Thank you.